It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 3rd of July. I'm Michael Groff. When you step outside this morning, it's going to feel kind of steamy, a little bit monsoon-like. Unfortunately, that's not going to translate to any significant rain chances for us here in Phoenix. As a matter of fact, humidity levels will be going down this weekend as temperatures go up. Although, readings won't be all that out of bounds for early July in Phoenix. When might the monsoon make its presence officially felt here across the Southwest with some rain in the valley? We'll talk about that and everything else going on too. First, the almanac from yesterday, 104 degrees the afternoon high. 80 was the morning low. The normal high, 107. The normal low, 82. Check out that record high, 118 in 2011, and that record low, 65. We'll probably never break those record lows barring some kind of miraculous event, maybe a big hailstorm or something. All right, outside now here at 8:20 a.m. Some puffy cumulus out there at this time, but it's 88 degrees at Sky Harbor. Look at that dew point up at 62, relative humidity 42%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area right now, 78, the cool spot at Fort McDowell. Most spots are in the 80s. There's a few lower 90s popping up now. That's half of the story. The other half, look at those dew points, well up in the 60s. It is muggy out there, to say the least. But most of that moisture will be mixing out over the next 24 to 36 hours. Satellite across the Southwest does show some mid and high-level clouds across central and northeast Arizona, maybe even a couple of isolated embedded showers. That's really going to start to clear out as we go through the rest of the day. Still a few clouds around, though. The watch warning map is extremely quiet. Some heat advisories around the Arklatex, and for Minneapolis, St. Paul, a couple of air quality alerts around Chicago, Indianapolis, and some of those adjacent areas. Fire danger remains the big concern out here in the west, but overall no high impact events at this time. Convective outlook for today, the slight risk of severe storms around Miles City and Glasgow, Montana, eastward toward Williston, Dickinson, Hettinger, Bismarck, and Minot, North Dakota, with a marginal risk for some of the plain states. Let's look at the day 2 outlook. Marginal risk of severe storms up north with the westerlies and across the plains. And on day 3, this is Sunday, again, risk of severe storms, marginal risk for northeast Colorado up through the Dakotas. In Arizona, you see the green is disappearing, limited to just the southeastern corner of our state where a few thunderstorms are possible, but even at that, significant precipitation probably not going to occur. Speaking of, looking at precipitation for the next 7 days, no rain in the valley, not much to speak of statewide, generally under 1/10 of an inch, and that'll be confined up north over in the White Mountains or along the southern border of our state. But let's look at modeling, see what the future may hold. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. 591 ridge across the southwest, a south-southwesterly flow developing, and that's not overly favorable for bringing significant moisture into the region. So, down at the surface, partly cloudy skies in the valley today, highs 103 to 106. Yes, it will be sticky, but the humidity levels will ultimately start to come down. Probably see dew points go down into the 50s later today. As for rain chances, let's look at the HRRR. This is one of our CAMs, our convective allowing models, and interestingly enough, it does show a few showers moving through the area, especially the West Valley today, mainly before noon. And I guess there could be a sprinkle or a very brief shower given the moist air mass that we have in place, but it's a pretty shallow moisture pool that we have. So I'm not expecting anything significant, certainly not enough to put it in the forecast though, but just something to keep in mind. As we go to tonight, again, widely scattered thunderstorms over the mountains. Here in the valley, we're just going to be partly cloudy in the evening, then mostly clear overnight. Lows upper 70s to mid 80s. And then tomorrow for the 4th of July. Looks pretty decent overall, and highs generally 106 to 109, mostly sunny skies, pretty typical stuff. And the forecast is just one of persistence thereafter. Sunday and Monday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy, highs 107 to 111, overnight lows upper 70s to mid 80s. We'll see some troughing moving into the Pacific Northwest as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll knock down a degree from our high temperatures each day thereafter. 106 to 109 Tuesday, 105 to 108 Wednesday, 104 to 107 Thursday. Each day here in Phoenix, we are mostly sunny and dry. Most of the state will stay dry. Again, there could be some isolated storms along the southern border or maybe in the southeastern corner of the state. Here we go to a week from today. This is Friday the 10th, 597 heat ring just to our east. And that's going to mean some hot temperatures around here, but also it's situated in such a way that we could start to see some moisture coming into the state, more significant moisture, widely scattered thunderstorms over the mountains. But we would be on the hot side. Highs pretty close to 110, maybe even a little bit above that. And going out 10 days to the end of the period, this is Sunday the 12th, 594 ridge over much of the plains, extending out here into the southwest, a southeasterly flow. And as we've been talking about for a while, the GFS introducing a more significant push of moisture into the southwest. Scattered showers and thunderstorms over much of at least the eastern 2/3 of the state, perhaps even here into the valley. So at some point late next week or the following weekend, we might start to really see our monsoon moisture and our summer thunderstorm season really getting underway here. All right, checking out precipitation first, coming off of the GFS ensemble. And the model spread here generally from nothing up to 1/4 of an inch or so. The ensemble mean is around 1/10, a little bit above 1/10 of an inch for the next couple of weeks. So it doesn't look all that promising, but again, things can change. And many of the models, at least the trend on the GFS, has been to bring in more moisture as we go out here past about July the 10th. The European ensemble, very dry, only a few members showing any precipitation for the next couple of weeks, but I think this is underdone, and we'll start to see that monsoon moisture really going in earnest here sometime late next week or beyond. All right, temperatures off the national blend of models, kind of what you would expect around here in early and mid-July. These are only a few degrees above normal at best. Highs 106 to 111 every day. Overnight lows mostly in the 80s. And we'll see that moisture picking up late next week. So those lows might get even warmer than that once the humidity kicks in. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video scheduled for Monday morning, and updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. Be safe, stay cool out there, drink plenty of water. Always important to stay hydrated. Watch your kids around the swimming pool. And you guys have yourselves a fantastic Friday and a great 4th of July weekend.